Hello guys, welcome to Ashen Minecraft Vanilla Let's Play. I just messed up bad. Okay, you didn't escape, so that's fixable. That's okay. Yeah. This was a lot harder than I anticipated. And as you can see, I've been working on getting most of the stuff done, but I just messed up. I was trying to lower this so I could make it so that zombies actually track these guys and get in these cells, because getting them in these cells is a nightmare, because when they come up here, they start tracking whichever one's closest, so they were automatically going for this guy and this guy and this guy, so try and change that, and I just flooded all the redstone below, so I need to find a way to go and shut off that really annoying noise for a start. And I'm gonna have to redo all this thing now, but I just wanted to sort of show you that this is getting somewhere now, but it's probably going to be another episode before it's done, because that's going to be a huge setback. I'm going to have to leave this area now. Ugh, that is annoying. And, reset everything up, because getting the, like, with the new, we're in 1.6 now, I should add, it's fully released and everything, and they have new social zombies, and that makes things so much more difficult getting them in these cages, because once one starts tracking these guys, then a load of them come. And actually, we might be able to see this now. I need to close this up. But this is, if you're wondering, this is quite an easy way of getting a load of zombies and making sure that your villagers are safe. If you have an 8, I think it's 8x8, 3, 6, 7, okay, 7x7 area, and surround it by water, zombies will be drawn for miles. I mean, the distance is huge. Look, this guy. Look at them. That is a huge range. They've locked onto the villagers now. They don't care about me, I don't think. Although it looks like he might be going for me. So he is. That's weird. I would have thought that he would have preferred the villager. But anyway, most of the times they'll track the villager and just drop into there, and then you can funnel them to wherever you need. But if we punch these guys a couple of times, because this is the new mechanics in 1.6, social zombies, when they take damage, I think it's only player damage, then there's a chance of more being spawned. And there's a reason that we might not be seeing them, and that is that they're still tracking villagers even when they spawn. So, yep, see, we're getting more spawning, and this is why this project has just become an absolute nightmare. I mean, my villagers got wiped out. I had to redesign all this so that zombies, once they're caught, and that they can't get to the villagers. And then on top of that, you've got 1,000,001 zombies spawning anyway. So that's why this has taken so long, but we're going to do something a bit different today. Who are you tracking? That's the other problem as well, because it's a bit underground, the closest area they can get to is down here, so we end up getting a load of them down here, which is just... it's not good. Oh yeah, I need to pick up all this stuff. Will you please just stop? Stop, alright? Oh, thank God. That was annoying. So yes, this project is taking a while. But hopefully we will get some decent results at the end. And on the bright side now, I don't have to worry about being attacked by zombies anymore. But pretty crazy. At least now as well, the smite enchant actually has a use in game. So let's just clear these guys out. So yeah, we're going to be... oh, for God's sake, you got to be kidding me. This is crazy. Well, anyway, we're going to be having a bit of a change of pace today. We're going to be going and doing some building, but we're going to be doing something that isn't the forest for a nice change, because I need a change of scenery. I'm sick of harvesting leaves, and look at that guy. They're everywhere. They're like cockroaches now. Jeez. Where's my chest full of stuff? Yeah, we're going to actually do some work on making a sort of, not a nether hub, it's going to be a, I can't even think of it, a portal hub. It's going to incorporate all the portals in the overworld, and I've got this stuff ready. It probably isn't going to be enough, so we'll take a jump over to where the end portal is. I've already done a little bit of setting up. You get away from there. I don't trust you. Get in. So I'm just going to jump over there, and we will start working on this project. Okay guys, we are back. You might not recognise this area. That's where my normal entrance to the stronghold is. You've got to go down and through a load of passages, and it's a bit of a hassle. Over here we have the desert temple that we explored. How many episodes ago was it now? It was a while back. It seems like forever ago. And we've got our desert well over there. All this is probably going to have to be torn down at some point, because I have 2 ideas for this project. I'll explain in a little bit more detail about what I'm thinking of doing after. We're going to do a bit of building first. But also, I need to give you guys a warning. And basically, what this area is going to be, we're going to have a load of nether portals set up around here, with this end portal in the center of it. This is one thing I learned that I didn't know in Minecraft, and that is that portals in Minecraft are like portals in Portal. And if you've ever played Portal, you'll know that the #1 rule in it is momentum is conserved. So you don't want to be wearing anything valuable if there's a hole like this nearby with an end portal. I thought it would slow you down once you go in, as in that it would load up the overworld, reset your fall value, and you'd be fine. But no, apparently not. If you jump in, land in the portal, splat, you die. So I didn't know that. I do now. It's something to be careful of. And yeah, I nearly lost a full suit of diamond doing that. Funnily enough, I actually lost a full suit of diamond a little bit earlier when I was mining out the obsidian for this project. So, oh well. But yeah, that's something to be careful of. So what we want to do today is get this build up and running, and I've mined a bit more sandstone out. I know exactly the sort of build that I'm supposed to be doing. I say that I've mined the sandstone out. I haven't actually set it to the kind of sandstone that we want. We want smooth sandstone for this build. It just looks nicer. I'm not a massive fan of the whole textures of sandstone, that blocky bit. It doesn't look good in my opinion. Which is why I don't build in sandstone that often, but still. I've got all this thing planned out. We're going to make this into... Alright, I think I'll explain what I want to do now. What I want to do is one of 2 things. I either want to make this into a huge pyramid with loads of traps and, you know, sort of this be the central hidden chamber which leads to the end sort of thing. Or I want to turn this into a temple with these portals inside and have a shrine to the Ender Dragon egg going around the in the center bit with it. So those are my 2 options, and I honestly don't know which one I'm gonna do just yet. If you guys have a preference, let me know. I'm open to either at the moment. As I say, I've only planned this room that I'm gonna build today, and I'm trying to start to get better with my material usage because a lot of this stuff is expensive. We're using coal, which is 9 coal per block. I know coal is crazy common, but still, you've got to go and take the time out to mine it. And sandstone, even though sand is really common, I really hate having to mine it out. I might have to look and see if there's any better ways of getting a load of sand. And anyway, while I'm doing this build, I'm just going to apologise again for being gone for so long. It's been a really hectic sort of 2 weeks, and a lot of stuff's been happening that has been taking up all my time. First of all, I went and climbed Snowdon, which, if you don't know, is really, well, I wouldn't say it's really tall. It's a fairly tall mountain in Wales. I think it's the biggest in the UK. No, I'm showing my ignorance here. Ben Nevis, is Ben Nevis bigger than Snowdon? Probably. That's embarrassing that I don't know that. But still, went and climbed that with my dad, and seeing as he's 65, he's still doing alright for himself. He kept up with me. That makes me feel like I might be probably a little bit more unfit than I should be, but still. We didn't actually get to the top because we picked the 1 week where it absolutely battered down over here in the UK, and by the time we were 100 vertical meters from the top, and when we got to the top, it was like gale force winds. It was battering down. You couldn't even see the path half the time. So we figured, hey, we'd rather live than actually get to the top today. And we climbed it before. We'll probably go back and climb it again. But that was only a day. The other big reason was that I actually, as I said in my Feed the Beast, something feels wrong here. No, it's apparently fine. As I said in my Feed the Beast description, I actually went to Download Festival, and I'm not sure how big Download is in, like, America. I know Europe's probably heard of it because it's relatively close. I think that a lot of Europeans actually come over because basically it's a huge metal festival, and this year, as I said, my dad is 65, and he's really into metal. He's into metal because I was in a band, played guitar in a band, rhythm. I wasn't hogging the limelight, unfortunately, but and he came and watched a lot of our shows, and from that he really got into metal. So I said, 65 this year, we'll do something really special, and I went to Download Festival with him, and my god, you might not be into metal, but you probably heard of a lot of the bands that were playing, because it was just a metalhead stream. I'm not a metalhead anymore. I used to be when I was like 15. Everybody goes through a teenage phase. Even if you're probably like younger than me and you're watching now and you think, I'm not going through a teenage phase, come back in like 5 years or so, you realise you're probably going through a teenage phase. And my teenage phase was metal. So in my youth I listened to like Iron Maiden, Slipknot, Rammstein, that sort of thing. And I say those three because those were the three headliners, and even if you don't listen to metal, you've probably heard of them. But basically this was a dream lineup for me, and we went and it was everything I ever expected, could have wanted from a gig, and more. It was just an unbelievable experience. It will be very tough for another gig to ever top that. And even, you know, even without the headliners alone, there are amazing bands there. Korn, Cold Chamber, Ghost, Airborne, Limp Bizkit, Queens of the Stone Age. Just, I could go on and on and on about the amazing acts there, but alas, I will not. I would advise you at least to, you know, if you're into metal, check out some of the videos from it, because both Maiden and Rammstein put on a hell of a show, and Slipknot are consistently good. Seen them before, but yeah, absolutely incredible weekend, and luckily my dad really enjoyed it as well, although he did nearly set the tent on fire, which was kind of funny, apart from the fact that there was nothing to hand to put it out with. He didn't notice at the time, but there was nothing to put it out with, so I actually ended up putting it out by hand, and then had a couple of huge blisters on my hand for a couple of days. But that was the only real craziness that happened over there. I mean, it was kind of different to my normal festivals. I've been to a few festivals with my friends before, and it's, you know, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. This was a bit more relaxed, but no less enjoyable. So that was the big reason that I was gone for so long. After that, I sort of fell out of touch. I've been seeing a lot of friends over summer because lots of people are running off across the country, getting internships and all that sort of thing, getting placements and helping out on summer camps and all that sort of stuff. So it was actually a friend's 21st this weekend, and he had a great Gatsby themed party, which was amazing, but really, really strange to see all my friends dressed up again. Like, it reminded me of prom and all that sort of thing, but an amazing party. And yes, that's why I've been gone for so long, but I should hopefully be back now. I'm not going to make promises, because whenever I make promises, they tend not to work out so well. The opposite tends to happen. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be posting X amount of videos this week, and then something comes up and I end up not doing it. I'm getting some very strange lag here. It's gone now, yes. Anyway, we're just going to get this sort of out of... I chucked away my ender pearls into that chest, didn't I? I didn't expect to fall off here. Let's just fill in this roof. And as I say, yeah, this is going to be the gap to the end portal. We're going to need to come up with some kind of water break system, which I might have to test off camera because I don't know how that's going to go. Alright, let's forget about this for the moment. That's going to be filled in, but we're going to put the portals in now. I didn't bring any flint, and I don't have any gravel, so I can't actually light these portals while you guys are here. I'll do that off camera then, and we will come back once it's all set up, but for now we're just going to fill everything in. This is going to be a pretty long-running project, I expect. And that's a good thing, to be honest, because in these videos now it's been sort of a project a day, and that zombie farm has been a big project, and we just need to sort of split the episodes up a bit more, I think, because doing one thing, doing all the prep for it, gets a little bit boring at times. And actually I need to have just a day in real life where I just go and mine out all the resources and just knuckle down and finish or tweak some of these projects. We've got a lot of tweaking to do as well, because that zombie grinder needs a lot of work, the area around the zombie grinder needs a lot of work, and I have no idea how that's going to turn out, considering that we have all these new social zombies to mess around with. I've just realised, yeah, we are going to have nowhere near enough sandstone for this. But we'll do what we can. Actually, I think this bit is probably going to be relevant enough. This is the design that I wanted to sort of talk over, and this is a design that I want you to see. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do this off camera actually, because it's going to be boring. I've got nothing really to hand to talk about, because I could rattle on for ages about download, but if you're not into metal, it's not that interesting. So yeah, I'm going to put a ring around the outside. I might have to do a bit of terraforming. I'm not sure how far it's going to go out. I'll grab some flint and steel, get this place all ready for you guys, and I will join you guys when this is done. Welcome back, guys. Stage 1 of this build is actually now done, and it looks pretty funky, even from the outside. This is a bit that nobody's going to see once it's built over. It looks pretty cool. I've got to admit, for all my complaining that I did about the blue clay blocks not being blue, it looks gorgeous when you're doing something end-themed. Looks amazing. And also, I'm just going to give you a handy tip now. You know I said about having to find an easier way to get sandstone? These temples, I had no idea just how good they are. I'm just going to drop down and show you now. I'm not sure if it's because this one generated so weirdly or whatever, but look at all this sandstone. And each of these are worth 4 stands. So you just walk through, and if you got an efficiency 4 pick, you can just absolutely decimate the entire thing. And this goes on for ages. So this is a really, really easy way to get sandstone if you don't care about having a desert temple in your world, and if you can find one. But let me tell you, it saved me a lot of time because... Oops, there's the drop into the what used to be the TNT pit. It saved me a lot of time because this build was actually a lot more resource intensive than I thought. I've had to go on 2 coal mining trips and come back to here a couple of times to pick up some more sandstone. I had no idea that it was going to take so much. So this project might end up taking a little bit longer than I first thought, but should be worth it in the end. I'm leaning towards more of a pyramid style with the traps. I just think that would be more fun to do, to be honest, because I need to build myself a desert house as well, even though I don't actually have a house in the forest biome yet, but, you know, it's good to have more than one project. Anyway, let's just go and take a look at the inside of this. We're going to light up the nether portals, have a look inside. I just need to add some lighting into this as well, and I normally hate using torches, but I think in sandstone builds, so long as you use these like little stands, then you can get away with it. These are going to be a pain to place though. Maybe I'll do this off camera then, because that's going to be a little bit tricky to do a lot of, so yeah, I'll do that off camera. But now let's go and, well, first of all, we should probably take a little bit of a look at the actual design of this place. It's all going to look like that. This is just a small part of the build. Oops, I forgot that this pig is really, really good against sandstone. We're going to have stairs leading down. We're going to have a pyramid all around the outside, I think. And we're going to have pressure plates here. Most of them are going to be for decoration. One is going to open this, which is going to be the hole to the end portal. And now we just need to light these things and see where they take us, because these are also going to be used for lighting. I don't know if this is going to stop mobs from spawning. I hope it will, but if not, we'll just have to throw in a couple of torches in here as well. We can easily put them in the corners, it's no big deal. But I think this colour scheme, it's something different that I've tried. I never build an obsidian, rarely build in sandstone, but with these new blocks, everything sort of comes together. Like all the purple contrasts really well with this creamy sandstone. We've got the new coal blocks, which are really, really nice for getting a cool, clean black look. And yeah, it all comes together nicely. So let's just hop through here and see where this is. I'm hoping it's not going to be over lava, because ideally I want to build a nether hub here. Okay, this looks... it's not perfect, but it seems to be alright. I wonder if this is newly generated nether. Yes, it looks... no, wait, no, I've been here before. When would I have been here before? It looks like I've been here for glowstone mining, so... that's interesting. We'll see, but at some point we are going to make another hub here. Oh, I've been shot at by a ghast while I've been here. That's pretty freaky. Okay, well, that's it then, I guess, for this episode. It's going to be a fairly short one, about 20 minutes or so, but it's mainly been a bit of an update. You know, we started a new project, we've seen what is happening with the villagers. Oh god, I've got to work on the villagers. Ah. That was not something that I was expecting. Okay, well... that's something I've got to work out then. I've got to admit, I know nothing about ender portals. So, that's something for me to learn about now. Let's just go sleep. Wait, I have no bed there. Pretty sure all my zombies will have despawned anyway, so... but yes, next episode we will finally get around to doing our tests, assuming that all these villagers are still alive. They should be. I see no reason why they should be dead. Let's not set the bed on fire. And yeah, next episode we'll be testing these guys. They're very quiet. Any of you guys still alive? I know this guy died. Yep. Oh, I have not missed that sound. Okay then, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. It's nice to get away and do some different kind of building, because this style, yeah, it's nice and all, but it's very, very tiring after a while. Well, not tiring, boring to do. So, next episode, we will do some more work with these villages. We'll probably do a bit more building over there. We'll start looking at what sort of trap designs we can do, that sort of thing. But until then, guys, hope you've enjoyed. Take care, and as always, I will see you next episode.